Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Kay, and for today's swatch sesh, I thought it'd be fun to hand out some awards now that the 2025 year has officially come to an end. So I kind of dug through my little stash to find some polishes that I think are deserving of an award deserving. These are polishes that I truly do think deserve these silly little titles that they're taking home, whether they like it or not. I want you to keep in mind that anytime I mention something like the best blank nail polish of 2025, I am really just referring to the best in my humble little stash. I thought that was important to mention. So with that out of the way, let me go ahead and announce the nominees for my first category. The nominees for the most flavorful nail seasoning of 2025 are Flaming Hot Cheeto Dust by Death Valley Nails, Roller Rink Carpet 1995 by Death Valley Nails, My Niece Calls This Ocean Sparkle by Death Valley Nails, Boo Bitch by Loud, and the winner is Roller Rink Carpet 1995 by Death Valley Nails. Congratulations to Roller Rink, well deserved. Here are some words from Death Valley Nails themselves. The clash of color and shape gives this polish an offbeat, almost collage-like effect. Playful and over the top, it's a shade that feels like Friday night at the skate rink when you discovered how to fly on rollerblades, or strangely, cats. Chaotic cats, end quote. You know, when I think of a delectable nail seasoning, there's a few qualities that I'm looking for, like a nice mix of herbs and spices done mindfully. You can't just throw in everything you have and hope for the best flavor. It's more of a controlled chaos where a little bit of this complements that, and a little touch of this brings out the notes in that in such a way that it leaves you wanting seconds. And Roller Rink managed to pull this off with feral grace. Keep a glitter grabber nearby though, because that's the final touch before you go off serving this to the world. The nominees for the Juiciest Jelly of 2025 are Carbon Copy by Cracked Polish, Sour Apple by ILMP, Sorbet by ILMP, and the winner is... Congratulations to Sour Apple by ILMP. Here are some words from ILMP. Sour Apple zings with a juicy energy, lighting up nails in a translucent neon green that's as bold as it is refreshing. End quote. You know when you see a bottle of polish and you immediately know it's your soulmate polish? It's that lacquer that keeps finding you over and over again across lifetimes and reincarnations. It just makes sense for you to be together, and so sooner or later the universe will facilitate that. Well, it took me over 30 years to be reunited with this polish, and I have to thank ILMP for that. The winner of the Taste Expansion Award is Bat by Sylvan Claw. Congratulations to Bat, and before I explain what this award is, here are some words from Sylvan Claw. This is a linear holographic nail polish with a graphite colored base and a strong purple shimmer. End quote. So the Taste Expansion Award is meant for that one polish that altered my taste, that made me change my mind about either a finish or a color, etc. In this case, some of you know that I'm not a fan of linear hollows. The finish doesn't really allow for a very bright color to come through due to that silvery effect it naturally gives off. However, when I gazed upon Bat, I could almost feel my brain defragmenting itself and making space for this new piece of my identity. But even after that core memory event, this is still the only linear hollow that I'll wear, because out of the few linear hollows that I own, this is the only one in which the hollow effect is actually quite visible without strong direct lighting, and the subtle silver tone mixed with the purple shimmer gives off this smooth metallic purple glazy sheen that looks so cool in my opinion. The nominees for the best charity polish are Thanks for the Memories by Cracked Polish, Gray Matters by Cracked Polish, And the winner is Gray Matters by Cracked Polish. Here are some words from Cracked. Gray Matters is a symbol of strength, resilience, and the power of community. I really wanted to create something that gives you a spark of hope. End quote. Congratulations to Gray Matters. Even though all charity polishes are special, I decided to give my award to Gray Matters because it completely surpassed my expectations. It proved itself to be a truly unique polish, one that I can't compare to anything else that I have ever seen or owned. You know that outfit that you love to wear because of how it makes you feel? It kind of brings out a part of your personality. Gray Matters does that for me. It makes me feel like, I don't know, like an edgy badass. With that almost foily appearance and that hint of purple mingling with a silver, this polish is honestly just a whole mood, truly a little jewel in my collection. And a fun fact, it raised $785 for brain tumor awareness. The nominees for Best Monthly Event Offering are It Was Never Just a Phase by Tyler's Trinkets, Mole Wishin' by Bee's Knees, Per Glitteratory by Cracked Polish, Sticky Kisses by Sassy Sauce, and the winner is Per Glitteratory by Cracked Polish. Here are some words from Cracked. Per Glitteratory is where beauty meets the beyond. This smoky black jelly polish is laced with holographic hex glitters that flicker like restless spirits trapped between worlds. With every coat of polish, the darkness deepens and sparkles like spirits bouncing off haunted hallways and whisper secrets lingering in the air. End quote. Congratulations to Per Glitteratory. There were so many amazing offerings made to all of the monthly collabs, but this polish ticked every single one of my boxes. I am just a complete sucker for any polish that looks like this. The rainbow pops, the black jelly base, the assortment of hex glitters is really what made this one a winner for me. The nominees for Most Unapologetically Weird are Flaming Hot Cheeto Dust by Death Valley Nails, Cranberry Mold by Cracked Polish, Roller Rink Carpet 1995 by Death Valley Nails, and the winner is Cranberry Mold from Cracked Polish. Here are some words from the brand. Don't let this one sit out in your cart too long. It might pass its expiration date. Cranberry Mold is a rouge blush crelly shade with green to gold to pink flakes. End quote. Congrats to Cranberry Mold. I think this category could have also been titled Best Creative Twist, but regardless, Cranberry Mold was truly the weirdest and most unexpected polish I swatched this year. I mean, the entire Acquired Taste collection, from which this polish is from, was just a really unexpected creative twist on Thanksgiving with a bunch of different levels of pruggly polishes. Cranberry Mold was the grossest, and I do say that in a good way. That just means the brand achieved their goal. So congratulations, you nasty. The nominees for Best of Halloween 2025 are The Night's a Brighter Shade by Cadillacquer, Hex Mix by Cracked Polish, Madhouse by ILMP, Scorchy by Cracked Polish, Boo Bitch by Loud, and the winner is Madhouse by ILMP. Here are some words from ILMP. Madhouse surges with a monster green magnetic shift that bends into an eerie teal. Purple shimmer cuts through the brightness, fracturing the surface with energy that feels alive, unstable, and impossible to ignore. Wholly unrestrained, Madhouse boasts an effect twisted beyond control. End quote. Halloween is my favorite season and my favorite polish season, so I just had to make a category for it, and choosing a winner here was honestly so hard. This was the most difficult category for me, but ultimately, I had to go back to what my initial impressions were and also consider the vibes of the season. So my initial impression of Madhouse almost took my breath away. Like, I think I actually gasped. And keep in mind, the magnetic ability of this polish is another quality that helped it rise to #1 spot, because you get several different Halloween looks from one polish. So that is like a quadruple bonus right there. The nominees for Best Purchase of 2025 are City of Ghosts by Chameleon Nails, Bit of Bubbly by Cracked Polish, All Different Colors and All Different Types by Night Owl Lacquer, and the winner is All Different Colors and All Different Types by Night Owl Lacquer, and here are some words from Night Owl. This is a clear base filled with silver reflective glitter pigment, gold holographic micro glitter, and a rainbow of multi-chrome flakes, end quote. So this award title refers to a polish that was not made in 2025, but that I purchased in 2025. Can we all see why it took #1 spot, even from my beloved Bit of Bubbly? This polish is a literal gift to eyeballs. It's one of those things that makes you thankful for having sight. The concoction of sparklies is tippity top tier. It kind of looks like rainbow TV static, and even though the base is clear, this one is very full coverage. This is one of the purchases that I just feel so lucky to have made because this polish is a little bit old, so I'm just incredibly happy that I was able to find it before it possibly became discontinued. Now, when it comes to the rest of the nominees, I chose this one because it just feels more special, more magical to me, so I just had to hand over the title. The nominees for MWP of 2025 are Stagnant Water by Death Valley Nails, Sour Apple by ILMP, Sorbet by ILMP, Gray Matters by Cracked Polish, Cheeky Bottoms by Cracked Polish, and the winner is Cheeky Bottoms by Cracked Polish, and here are some words from Monique. Fun fact, my mom loves pink and always wears this shade of pink on her nails. I've wanted to release this shade of pink since I started Cracked Polish, but it never fit in with the collections. So I thought, let's just make it a bonus shade because it's my brand and I can make the rules. Teehee, end quote. I love that. And although I have no idea how many times I have worn Cheeky Bottoms this year, I know for a fact that I have had this polish on more than any other polish in my collection. I could have just called this polish my emotional support polish because I have reached for it when I'm happy, when I'm feeling down, when I don't know what to wear. She is like my default setting. I predict she may also take the MWP award in 2026. I don't know, but it's gonna be really hard to pry this one away from her. The nominees for my favorite drop of 2025 are Codez by Death Valley Nails, Star Destroyer by Mooncat, That's How the Light Gets In by Cracked Polish, Hex Mix by Cracked Polish, Gray Matters by Cracked Polish, and the winner is Gray Matters by Cracked Polish, taking home not 1 but 2 awards. But since we've already swatched this polish, we're going to ask her to kindly accept her award as we move on to wrapping up this ceremony. Congratulations again to Gray Matters. TLDL, shout out to all of the amazing nominees, but here are my winners. We had some really cool releases in 2025, some incredible and unexpected collaborations, some really weird drops, but it's just great to see how brands develop themselves and grow creatively. I would, however, love to hear your winners for my category, so feel free to drop your list of winners below. Thank you so much for tuning into today's ceremony. I hope you have a great day. This is your host, Kay, checking out. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.